Hello everybody, this is Inside here with LEGO Transformers, the Maidens of Life. And here they are in their robot modes. All three of them. And here they are in their full scale. And you may be wondering why they call it the Maidens of Life. Well, let's just say they have very unique abilities but are also known because they have three different elements that can help them. It helps them make sure that us humans could at least keep ourselves mentally stable. Such as the short one here. She is known as the goddess of the moon. And what that means is like she's the one who creates every single moon. The moon that we have on Earth, the moons that are on all the other planets. She is the one that makes them, but is also the one who also has the ability. She is also the one who also could also take them away, if for safekeeping, as her alt mode is similar to that of a moon, like a full moon in a way. Moving her off to the side. This maiden here is known as the Maiden of Stars. And as you can tell from her title, she's the one who creates every single star we have, including the sun that we have. Though, she primarily tries to make those very smaller stars that we have in our universe. And if you're wondering which one of these are basically her eyes. Her eyes right here, actually. So she's basically fooling others by making it seem like this part here is her head. And that also helps out with her disguise of like, it's not a full-on star, but it's one of those stars that is difficult to understand for human comprehension. Moving her off to the side, here we also have the final one, known as the Maiden of the Oceans. Now, she does not have an alt mode that resembles that of like a submarine or anything like that, but it resembles more of a jet, though it also has about 6 eyes, which also help out with traversing through dark areas. And here she is in robot mode, giving you guys a full scale. And that's my neighbor showing up, so give me a second. Okay, sorry about that, fellas. But basically, she is also the only one who helps us with, like, not only creating fresh water for us to drink from the Gaelic gods, but at the same time, she is also one of the only Transformers who could also somewhat control Transformers that are based on underwater animals, such as Sharkbite and a couple others. I can't remember all the Transformers that change into water aquatic based animals, so Sharkbite's the one that comes up to mind. And so to transform them, give me a second to get these situated. Okay, we're going to start off with a small one and then we'll build up to different stages, basically. Alright. So basically to transform the Maiden of the Moon, what we're first going to start off with is basically we're going to turn these eyes to going basically down here. Just like so. We are then going to rotate and move this piece up. Just like that. What we're now going to do is come here to the side skirts here. These are going to detach and basically go down like that, and or go up. We're going to also grab the parts that become her toes. And hold on. God damn it. Okay, basically go like that. And so at this point you could also rotate her towards she's on her head. That's your choice. So just do the same thing to the other side. So just do something along those lines. What you are now going to do is rotate the arms to where they're going to be facing down if you have her standing right side up, but are going to be facing upwards if you have her like this. We are then going to rotate her feet, well, the sides of her feet, before actually collapsing those down, just like so. That's how you want one side to. That's how you want both sides to look. So I'll just do that. Rotate, move that on down. Detach and rotate. And here you have the Moon Maiden in her moon mode. Granted, she might not look much of a moon, but it's part of a moon that we haven't yet to see. Moving on to the star Maiden. What we're first going to start off with is I'm going to lay her down first so that way we could all see. Is we're going to take this piece, rotate that, but then we're also going to, God dang it, we're just going to rotate the, actually looking like that, and god dang it, arms, you're supposed to stay in, your son stuff glitches. So, give me a second. Okay. Just plug that back in there, come on. Okay. So now that we got that done, we are going to lift this piece up to help out for parts in the future. They're going to be happening a little bit later. Move these parts of our feet up. We're then going to come down here, take this piece off to help out with rearranging this piece to now being like this, and rotate this around to where it now flips backwards, just like so. That's how you want that to look. What we're now going to do is grab this engine piece. This piece is now going to rotate to now going up to the front, just like so. And then we're going to detach these. These are her hands, and then move them onto her back and our shoulder blades. We're also going to rotate these and move them on in. This way we could also move these on back, and then we'll grab from this piece here, these pieces here, and plug them in like that, to making a similar resemblance to that of a door, in a way. So basically do the same thing to the other side, so just move that there, move this piece on here, move that up, and plug that piece right there. Okay. And so what we're now going to do is detach this piece while we collapse that down. This piece will now just go down to here. And finally for the piece, go resistance. Move this piece down to here, just like so. And here you have her in an old mode that is supposed to be that of a very unique star that, just as I said for the moon, is uncomprehendable to humans, but is also comprehensible to that of Transformers. And if you're also wondering, these three are also exiled from Cybertron because, as of the war, like, they chose not to be part of it. They wanted to try to protect life, but they didn't want to be part of the war efforts. And so finally, we come to the Ocean Maiden. And to transform her, we're going to, basically for the legs, basically just move these out of the way and detach these, move those up to the arms. This way we could grab these pieces are now going to play right there. Just like that. That's how you want that to look. So move that up, detach this, move that up, and just plug that right there. Makes that a little bit easier. So now what we're now going to do, I don't know why my English went bad there. We're now going to come up to the head, back of the head, detach these, but actually rotate them. Move a piece like that. The other one's basically her heel spur. You could just make that go like that, and just, okay, there we go, much better. That's basically how you want that to look. And so what we're now going to do is just grab this piece, and this is now going to become basically like the cockpit area, as you can see. If you want to, you could make it look more like a head in a way like that. If that's something that intrigues you. Your choice of however you want to do that. So now we're going to detach these. These are going to move out to the sides. But what we're now going to do for the actual arms themselves is basically, hold on, let me make sure I plug this piece right in the right spot. Yeah. What we're now going to do for these is bend it to where it's going to be like this. This way when we plug it in, come on, it basically makes up like a little wing in a way. You can see that. So do the same thing to the other side, such as do that. Basically, just move that and plug that piece right there. Straighten that out. But if you really want to, you could crook these inward a little bit if you want, and or outward. I tend to make them a little bit outward, just to give them a bit more wingspan, but also give them a bit more of a unique wing style. And so that is all 3 maidens of life. And so this has been Hidden Sight, signing out.